Hi, Tasha. So thank you for being a part of this summit. Realign your thoughts for women wanting to exude confidence in every area of their life. So I'm so excited to have you here. So to get started, let's introduce yourself. So tell us who you are, what you do, and why you decided to be a part of this summit.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Tausha Sanders. I'm the founder and CEO of Grails. We are a creative agency that hosts sneaker experiences towards women, and specifically in the sneaker industry. But it's been so much more than just, that. So really excited to be a part of this. I think that it's important nowadays. There's so much imposter syndrome, there's so much competition, that having confidence is very key. And I think that it's important to talk about.
Great, thank you. So to get us started, what is confidence? So how do you define confidence?
I define confidence as, no matter what, holding your head high, going in knowledgeable, making sure you are ready and willing for whatever comes your way. I think that confidence can be many things. That's how I think it is, or how I describe my confidence as, just making sure I know what I'm talking about, doing the things that I love so that I'm comfortable doing them correctly. I think that's confidence.
So based on your definition, do you consider yourself as confident, and why?
Hey, it depends on the day, but I definitely do have confidence. I think, especially in my field, in a male dominated industry. And I think that's because I am knowledgeable. I know what I'm talking about. I've done my research. I have the accolades, the background, the resume to be in the same position as these males. And so I think that I would say that based off my definition, I am confident, and I try and exude that, especially with everything I do with the brand, because who else is going to be as confident with Grails as the owner and CEO? So I need to know that, or I need people to know that behind that brand, there is somebody that is confident, aware, and informed.
Right. So what role would you say confidence has played in your field of expertise?
Oh my gosh, tons. Again, I think that, and I keep going back to the knowledgeable and being informed, because if you know what you're talking about, no one can tell you anything. You know what I mean? Like I know what I'm talking about. When you go in these meetings, when you have these interviews, when you have things you need to talk about, knowing what you're talking about exudes that confidence, or it gives you that confidence, I guess you could say. I think that it all correlates, right? Like you need to do this in order to have this cause and effect. And I think you need to have confidence in order to get stuff done, and making sure, you're not, obviously we question ourselves, but I think, I think I would say so.
And so how would you say, or what would you say has helped you to be more confident in both your professional and your personal life?
What has helped me be more confident? I think that looking within, and being genuine, authentic is very important, and I think that actually helps with confidence, right? No, I'm being my genuine, authentic self. Maybe age too. I say this a lot. At 30 plus, we don't. I mean, who are you to tell me anything about myself, right? As long as I know my morals and ethics are, I sleep well at night. I do things, very authentically, and so I think that helps. So age, and then also, yeah, knowing that at the end of the day, I am not doing anything that's out of character, or I'm not doing anything that doesn't look like me. I'm not collaborating with anybody that wouldn't sit well with me. I'm not lying to the people. I'm not putting on a front. So I think that really helps. Those things all help in order to be confident.
So for you, the center of your confidence, what I heard is authenticity,
Yeah.
genuineness, and a little bit of wisdom.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. Yeah, you narrowed it down. I think those three are definitely what makes confidence in my mind.
So would you be open to sharing an experience where maybe you didn't feel confident, and if and how you were able to push through?
Yeah, I think definitely. I mean, especially on this entrepreneurship journey, I'm not as knowledgeable, right? This is new to me. There's been people who've been entrepreneurs for 15 plus years, that are my peers that I look up to in a different industry, but still, they have the business, they have the expertise. And I think that sometimes that can be intimidating, right? People are asking me about EINs and, did you do your taxes? And I'm like, whoa, that can kind of, you're like, okay, this is a whole new ballpark. And I have felt a little, not, I mean, not, I wouldn't say deflated or defeated, but it just also was like, okay, wow, I really am not sure about this. This isn't my realm. This is new to me. And so, making sure that I still stick with it is important, but, hopefully gain confidence with that over the next couple of years. And so that I can be there where these people that I admire are in. So I think definitely that I haven't felt as confident in this entrepreneurship journey as I thought I would as of yet. And I think that's okay. It's still very new. I just went full time last July. And so hasn't been even a year yet. So there's a lot to learn. It's a different world than your normal 9 to 5 that you get a check, you don't have to do anything else. So, gaining confidence with that has definitely been a struggle, or less confident.
So, and like you said, yeah, so you've been less confident in that area because it's new to you. So
yeah,
that's expected, but you're committed to following through because you think in the end, that's really going to help you be even more confident than you already are.
absolutely. Absolutely. I think experience is one of the best confidence boosters, like we said, knowledge, definitely, but experience, you know what you're talking about. And you've been here before, you've done this. It's a well-oiled machine, like, hey, I do my taxes every year. Let's do it. Like, I'm confident that I'm going to get it done on time every year. Or, that was just one example, but definitely I for sure have no doubt that confidence will come, the more I get adjusted to this new life.
So let me ask this then. So when that negative thinking does creep in
Yeah.
and you start to have that self-doubt, what do you do or what do you say to yourself to help really realign your thoughts and to help you regain that confidence back?
Yeah, that's always a great question because, again, like I said earlier, imposter syndrome is so prevalent, especially within women. So I think what I normally do is I talk to friends, I go hang out with girlfriends, and I think I need my girlfriends to help me, not like in an egotistical way, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can. And they're going to be like, no, you can, girl, you've done this, you did that. And I think that actually helps me, speaking it, maybe seeing it a different perspective from them. They're like, what are you talking about? You've already done this. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have. Or, you killed it at this last thing. Your last event was great. So I think that actually helps me. Talking with other girlfriends, other like-minded entrepreneurs, and, just having those conversations with them and making, remembering and them helping you realize that you are awesome and you can do this and you should have confidence in doing it.
Yeah, because yeah, I can totally relate. Sometimes we can be compassionate with others, and it's hard to be compassionate with ourselves. So
Oh
reaching
yes.
for that support and that different perspective is always beneficial.
Yes, you said it nail on the head. I think we're the hardest on ourselves more than anyone. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
So as a new entrepreneur, new business owner, when you're working with someone who lacks confidence, what do you do to embolden them or to motivate them to feel empowered?
Definitely words of encouragement. I'm such a words of affirmation type girl, like complimenting and then, telling them what they've done well, constructive criticism, which sometimes, I'm a very defensive person. So sometimes that's very hard. But I think that, like saying, hey, I just had this happen actually the other day. These two young women that I've semi been mentoring, they threw an event and I went and they were so nervous and so like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, this is amazing. I was like, for your first event, listen, this is fabulous. I don't think my first event went anywhere near this. So just, giving those words of encouragement, and then letting them know like, hey, this did great, what you did well. I think that goes a long, long way. Because again, like you said, we are the hardest on ourselves. And so we might not see it in the moment, especially in the moment. So, you know, letting them know that, hey, you killed it. You did this. This is awesome. Great job. Good work.
And what would be 3 things that you could say to them, or what 3 pieces of advice would you give them to help them to feel more confident? So someone who's struggling with confidence.
I would say, oh, that's a good one. I guess 3 things I would say to feel more confident is to, you know, make sure that you're putting in 100% effort. So if you are putting in 100% effort, okay, cool. If it goes left, it goes right, as long as you really tried. So my number 1 advice is be like, you know, go 100%. If you're going to do half-ass work, then it's going to be half-ass. So that's, I think, important. And then it builds your confidence. You know, you're like, hey, I put in all this work, and then look at these benefits. It's reaping, it's the fruition. It's coming true. 2, I guess, again, don't psych yourself out. You know, talk, you know, let yourself know, like, hey, I should be here. I should be doing this. This is what I'm good at. Don't second guess. So, you know, talking to yourself, or, you know, in your mind, having that realization and manifesting, like, hey, I am supposed to be here. This is what I want out of life. And 3, I guess, just kind of goes with 1, but, you know, do the work. And I feel like you produce what a reflection of you. So doing the work, I feel like it's a lot of people have great ideas, but they don't execute. And once you execute, man, I feel like that builds the most confidence.
Yeah. So pretty much play big,
Yeah.
give it 100% effort.
Yeah.
Be positive and reaffirming towards yourself,
Yeah, for sure.
and do the work. Do the
Yeah.
work. Can totally agree with that.
Okay, good.
So to close out, are there any final thoughts that you'd like to share with the audience?
Man, I think that don't assume just because, you know, somebody has it all together on Instagram or on social media, or has these like loud, boisterous, great characteristics, that they are always that confident. You know, we have our days, especially as women. We go through it. And so I think that's important to know, like, not everything is what it seems. We always want to show the good, never the bad. And so I think that I even thought that for a while. I'm like, man, these people have it together. Why don't I have this? But no, like, everybody goes through their days, their ups and downs. They have, you know, horrible experiences. They have great experiences. So I think that's super important to note, that not everything you see is true, I guess.
Well said. And we will end on that note. Thank you so much, Tausha. Again, I really appreciate it. This has been fun and exciting. And
Yes.
I am always in gratitude when people give of themselves and their time. So thank you so much for being a part of this.
No, thank you. I really appreciate you even inviting me on. I love talking about stuff like this, and it's really important for other people to hear. So I appreciate you.
Thanks. Take care.
Okay, thanks.